Microsoft Outlook using voting buttons. Hi there and welcome back to LCS Hints and Tips. Today we're going to be looking at how you can use voting buttons in Microsoft Outlook to be able to confirm responses from people that you send messages to. This can be really useful if you're sending an internal message to your workforce, for example, to get them to approve or reject a particular idea, or for health and safety purposes. Let's say you issue a PDF document to everybody and you need them to confirm that they've read and understood it. Then voting buttons are a really great way of doing that. And of course, if you select that you want to have a read receipt from that person or keep a copy of their vote, you can do that for future reference as well, just by simply saving that response into a separate folder. And we're going to look at that very soon. So in this particular example, I'm actually setting up a social evening message. It's going to go out to all of the LCS team. It's asking people to respond with a choice of 10-pin bowling, a barbecue, a cinema evening, or a trip to the theatre. I've given them a deadline date of Friday the 10th of July, after which their vote won't count. So how do we go about setting up voting buttons? Well, once you've created your message and you decide who you're going to send it to, so I can send it to everybody at LCS Group. In fact, I won't do that because we had an event last week and this will probably confuse people not knowing I'm doing a lesson here, so I'll just send it to myself to show how it works. Okay, so then you need to insert your voting options. So in the Options tab, select Use Voting Buttons, and Microsoft Outlook gives you a number of different standard choices. For example, approve and reject, yes and no, yes, no, or maybe. So if you sent out a message saying, here are the new rules for using the staff car park, please confirm that you understand them and you agree with them, then you could get someone simply to respond with a yes or no. In this example, I'm going to customize the voting buttons and use them to be in line with my message. Okay, so custom. I'm going to make this a high importance message. Of course, it's a staff event. And then I'm going to put the options for voting in here. So let's go with 10-pin bowling. And then we separate each option with a semicolon, barbecue, semicolon, cinema, semicolon, theatre, and give them the option in this case that they're not available for any of those because they've got some other pre-arranged commitments. Okay, if you want to, you can have the replies sent to somebody else in the organisation. So by clicking that, you can send it to yourself, or you can select from your address book everybody that's on your address list. I'm going to send it back to me again to save confusion. And I'm going to say that this actually expires on Friday the 10th of July at close of business at 1700. Okay, so now I've added my voting buttons. Let's send that off. Okay, just wait a second till it comes into my inbox. Here we go. So let's look at this email. So you can see now I've received this message with the message that I typed into the body of the email, but we've got this little indicator here to say that there is a voting response required. And so by doing that, you click on the vote button and you choose which option you want. So I'm going to say I prefer to have the barbecue. You can add, if you want, in the response some extra text or messages, but I'm just going to send it as it is and just confirm the barbecue. I've now confirmed that response. If I go back into my inbox, I'll see that response coming in. Here it is. So I can see that Glenn has responded with barbecue. Of course, if I want to, I can take that message, I can drag it and drop it into a subfolder of my choice, and I can keep then a list of all of the responses from everybody on that particular message that I've sent out. So voting buttons are extremely useful, can be used in all sorts of different contexts. I hope you found it useful, and if you'd like to find out more about any of our other hints and tips, then you feel free to visit our YouTube channel. And if you'd like a copy of any of the messages or any of the files that we use in these lessons, please get in touch with us and we'll make sure that we send you a copy straight over. I look forward to talking to you again very soon.